This is so exciting. Thank you all for taking your time to stop, look, and listen in our divine appointment here today. I'm Sandra Lynch, sitting on the altar of the Unity Christ Church of Fort Wayne, and I'm sitting here unfolding another wonderful episode of Angels Talk in our soul relationship. Here today with me, my guests are the lovely Madeline Tuttle and Dr. Will Tuttle, and we're going to share a little information about opening the intuitive gate with music and fun and fine art. And so now I'm so proud and so honored to introduce my guest today, Will Tuttle.
Good morning. It's great to be here and talk about developing intuition through music and art. And Madeline and I were just here, have been here, and been sharing some techniques of developing intuition through music and art, through meditation, through imagery, and also through some of the ideas that are in my new book called The World Peace Diet, Eating for Spiritual Health and Social Harmony. And the main thing I think about developing intuition is to understand that this is part of our natural heritage as human beings, to know directly and to connect with an inner knowing that's beyond just the conditioned mind that most of us are used to using and most of us are taught that we should use, that we have a deeper understanding that we can learn to connect with as we quiet our minds. And so it's through that actually that for myself that I'm able to compose music, and also I think a lot of the books that I write. And Madeline is an artist, and she also uses her intuition with her painting. I'll let her tell you a little bit about that.
Thank you, Will. So it's a lot to say about, but I'm really fond of animals, and as you can see all around are our friends, the animals, and I just love painting animals, and it really blends beautifully with Will's message, the World Peace Diet, and so we kind of work and blend and dance together.
And that to me is guidance. And I think here today, as God directs and guides each and every one of our steps in what we do in the fine art of this program and what you have to share in the message, I think that we should just continue to step forward and allow it all to unfold.
The key, I think, really is to quiet the mind. And in a sense, we can talk a lot about this, but the basic idea, I think, is to practice regularly quieting the mind and connecting with a knowing that's beyond just the usual level of knowing that we have. And I found for myself that not only helps with my ability to play music, but it also helps in my relationships with people, because otherwise I'm just playing old tapes, and I'm kind of projecting on them, what they should do or how I should be. And when I learn to quiet my mind and just see beyond the illusion of two separate people or three separate people, and to see that there's a higher level of energy, a higher level of reality unfolding, then there's a sense of kindness and compassion towards them that develops, and a sense of harmony. So Madeline and I have been traveling to Unity churches primarily, and other progressive churches now, living in an RV for many years. Actually, we're in our 12th year of living on the road full time. And but actually, when we came here many years ago, I think it was, like you said, about 17 years ago or something like that. 9 years. Yeah, right.
I had
so
to share this with you. This is a little surprise. This is
I
from
know,
1991.
1991, so that is, that's like 16 years ago.
Yes.
My old cassette of Awakening Kingdom. It's amazing to see that. That's not too many of those probably still left in circulation. But yeah, so we've been doing this for many years, obviously, and it's been just a terrific experience to be able to connect with people on the level of intuition, and to find what binds us together rather than what separates us. So we really have a mission of, through music and art and through words, also to help bring peace to this planet?
Yes, I think that listening to spirit helps also, like Will said, in the relationship to others, but especially in our relationship, and becoming a stronger fourth, kind of two blossoming flowers into one service flower. We can really serve the people, the animals, the whole world with listening to spirit.
I'll just mention also the main message in the book is that we, as human beings, I think are called not only to connect more deeply with each other in peace and harmony, but with those beings that we share this planet with, which we call animals. Not only the so-called wild animals that we see pictures of around here, like the elephants and turtles and so forth, but the animals that we use for food and for products, to cultivate more kindness towards them, to really look with eyes. I think what intuition does is look with eyes that see beings and don't see things. When I see a thing, when I turn a being into a thing, that's not intuition. That's the training that we've all endured growing up in our culture to become someone, to become a separate self and to kind of achieve and attain and sort of compete with others. This creates an endless conflict. So I think at a deep level, our culture, all of us really in our culture itself, are called to look with eyes of compassion and kindness when we look out at the world, and especially when we look at other living beings who are at our mercy. And in many ways, we show them no mercy in this culture. We abuse and kill them and eat them. And so this, I think, causes a deep level of unrest and disturbance and violence. And so I think if we really are serious about developing our intuition and having peace on this planet, then we're called to follow the ancient teachings, which are that whatever I would most want for myself, I'm called to give that to others. So if I want freedom and happiness and peace for myself, then to give freedom and happiness and peace to others, not just those who can retaliate if I don't give it to them, but those who cannot retaliate if I don't give it to them. And those are the beings that we call animals. And